Alright, chat. Starting off with some black-white mid-range vampires, whatever you want to call it here this morning. This was a, hey Jeff, can you build around Evelyn with kind of other vampires in it? So we've got a few different vampires in this shell, because not only does she trigger when she enters play, but she triggers when other vampires enter play. So Sorin makes vampires. Edgar makes multiple vampires. We've got Welcoming Vampire, which also triggers with our Planeswalkers and our Edgar, which is great. Welcoming Vampire not only triggers Evelyn, but Evelyn also triggers Welcoming Vampire. We got Nullpriest of Oblivion here at the bottom end of the curve as a way to gain life and trigger both of our pieces of card advantage. Then we got just other good black-white spells. We've got Wedding Announcement, Aspirant, Vanishing Verse, and then of course, Meathook Massacre. No decking in current standard is complete without it. So let's go ahead and pop on into some matches of standard with this and see how it lines up into the other various Meathook Massacre decks in the format. Before we go, I'm going to put a Fracture in the sideboard, actually, over this third Vanishing Verse. I want more ways to be able to kill anvils. There's been a lot of those running around lately. We can keep a hand in this format that doesn't do anything till 4, even on the play. Gonna play my 2-drop out and start buffering our life total up. It is worth noting that Evelyn is effectively a triple black card in this deck, so something to kind of keep thought on as we play. 4 mana, no plays, nothing to see here. What's going on, Drathmar? Thanks for the third of the year. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. That is true. She is a mono black card that does technically dodge Vanishing Verse at least. Our red-black, not too surprising. It's definitely been one of the more popular color combinations for Meathook decks in the format. Got a treasure focus here, it looks like, between Kalain and Magda.
Who harms my people we must protect the people.
So not exiling gives them the chance to kill my blocker, but I want to go ahead and be able to leave this on 2 potentially.
I'm never done for good.
Go ahead and let them make a treasure and just draw a card here. I watched it with my partner last week, and she's on a Magic play, and after about 30 minutes, she said, "Why are his opponents playing so slow?" Questions I ask myself every day.
under my march. I'm not a vampire nor human, but you can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
We're chilling here. I really like menace as a keyword. I'm glad they moved towards, Dang, I'm glad we moved towards menace and away from things like fear and intimidate. Hey, thanks for keeping me around posting stuff to YouTube, Jimmy Bean. Appreciate the 5 months. Welcome back. They have an active reflection of the Kiki Jiki here. It feels appropriate that the very first game we play with this deck, I have instant regret for not just putting all 4 Meathooks in my main deck, so I should probably just start doing that. Steel Menace was the meat hooks we made along the way. Speaking of playing slowly.
Balance may never be restored now.
Of the devil and it will appear. We're waiting on this until after this other Fable flips. I was gonna crack him for 4. I mean, they wanted to guaranteed kill my Planeswalker Sterek. It's probably why they went into the tank. Trying to figure out if it was worth getting 2 treasures or if they wanted to just hit my Planeswalker. I assume is why they paused there. I really think it's a very strange pause at all. Oh gosh, and then this lets them sacrifice the Goldspan Dragon copy. That's pretty good. Let it be a mana short of being able to kill this with Meathook too. Even if I draw land, it'll be short. Yeah, Evelyn having a lot of toughness is really good with their own meat hooks as well. Yes, we'll see him sack some treasures here. Oh, I wonder if they have a big dragon to get with Magda. They could. They have a bigger dragon than this.
I take no joy in the slaughter. Necessary. You will serve me well.
Got a Deadly Dispute and a Nullpriest. A Skyclave the Magda here. Force them to grab it. Yeah, I'm calling a judge if they cast a Revel in Riches. Ain't gonna end good for the opponent. Evelyn's design is really sweet. We played a bad Esper deck the other day that had some copies of her, and the Esper deck was awful, but the copies of her were fantastic. So we are not going to block with Evelyn because we don't want them to be able to sacrifice the Goldspan Dragon to kill Evelyn at end of turn. We're gonna go block, block. You get a 2/2. The sacrifice is something, can sacrifice that deals damage equal to sacrifice thing's power to anything. Look at that, chat. My opponent's slowly dying to my Meathook Massacre. Funny how that works. Weird. It's almost like they're getting punished for just continuing to play the game.
Darkness, I return.
Your move, Yugi boy. honestly feel a little bit bad because, like, my opponent's deck is kind of gas, and their deck is firing on all cylinders, and it just, like, doesn't really matter because we have Meathook Massacre in play. Yes, you can only cast cards with Evelyn while Evelyn's still in play. However, subsequent copies of Evelyn let you cast cards exiled with earlier copies of Evelyn. Is the key. Hey chat, watch this. They're dead to Meathook Massacre. Oh yeah, and when you play a second Evelyn out with the first Evelyn in play, you get to get 2 Evelyn triggers. Toxic. Toxic. We're the toxic ones here today, champ. Kinda wish I had some more Valorous Stances, huh? Maybe I want more than one. More Valorous Stances on the board. Skyclave Apparition doesn't seem very good here. I think Aspirin actually seems kind of medium, huh? I'm gonna pull up a little bit. Let's bring in Check for Traps. Wedding Announcement's not very good on the draw. Maybe I'd rather have Skyclave than Wedding. I do kind of want to tag Facebreaker. Yeah, Skyclave, they got a few must-answer things. Skyclave's probably fine. Listen, chat, it's a Meathook Massacre world, and the rest of us are just trying to live in it, okay? Don't judge me. I am just a product of the environment in which I've been raised. Are we Batman meat hooking people this morning? Yeah, it's a good assessment. Well, we're playing 4 copies of a card that should be nerfed, so it's about the same, really. Honestly, I might have slightly too much white mana in the deck, considering Evelyn's a triple black card. Might want to go down a white, up a black. When I built my mana base, I did math considering that. Yeah, exactly that. The best way to combat Meathook is to just play your own Meathook. It's super, super true. It's a lot like 3 mana Teferi Time Raveler in a way, right? Like the card's offensive, and the best way to combat it is to just play your own. That's real annoying. A card should probably never be the best answer to itself. creates formats that are not great. Shoutouts to Mental Misstep. Yeah, exactly. I will say, watching the opponent's deck in action, I do kind of have a newfound respect for this Magic card. This one has seemed like it's been pretty gas. Yeah, obviously they just need, like, a bunch of and maybe this opponent might be playing a bunch of Meathooks, they just didn't draw them last game, but yeah. Dragons. And honestly, this might be something to try in Alchemy, because you get Forsaken Crossroads as a tri-land, and you get Whelp and Townraiser Tyrant, right? There's some good dragon bits in that format for sure. They played around Wandering Emperor here, but that's fine, because I get to Hagra Mauling the Incinerator, untap land 6, Meathook for 4. They about to play out a giant threat? They're not. Okay, that seems really good for us. Thanks for committing another card to the board, friendo. It's a massacre, massacre. Oh. Gonna sweep your board in the trash can. Gotta go. That's sick. Well played. They weren't dead, they were just resting. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Egdums is the opponent's deck's got a lot of great ideas in it. I wanna try something like this in Alchemy, I think. They did play Den of the Bugbear out here, which is a little concerning. Are we dead? They can put us to 1. No, we're actually dead to their land plus their sacrifice to Den of the Bugbear. Impressive stuff. Definitely want my check for traps in my deck. That is for certain. There are a lot of traps for which I would like to check. Being able to Egdom's Awakening for 6 makes Meathook not be great. I really like Magic the Gathering. It's a fun, interactive, skill-based game. Low variance, big brain. It's akin to chess, really. Says 11, 12, 30, 14. Is that right? 11, 12, 30, 40, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. These are kind of black sources. Honestly, this is as good as a spell. It could be right to even go up even higher in terms of Is Wedding Announcement actually good here? I'm convinced that it is. We're gonna have a hard-ish time drawing cards from this, right? And the tokens get swept by this. It's too low on creatures. 17. It's probably fine. Curve's not terrible. I feel like we'll definitely lose more games to not having enough lands than to having too many. So erring on the side of extra seems good. You know what would have been really good against that that last opponent? It'll be good in some other spots too. What if we want to just like really make people sad? We play a couple copies of Farewell as our sweeper. This card like really dumpsters all of the mid-range decks, right? You just like cast it against Anvil and the game ends. Yeah, chat, I woke up, and chat, I don't know if any of you were here for the standard we played yesterday, but I definitely woke up this morning and chose violence. Let's make sure we have plenty of cheap removal to not get run over early. Hey, chat. You want to know? You want to hear something peak Magic the Gathering that warms my cold dead boomer heart? Jund Midrange is the most popular best of 3 deck on Untapped listed, and it also has one of the worst win rates of all the decks that are popular. But don't worry, I say one of the worst and not the worst, because Grixis Control is the 3rd most popular deck, and it actually has the worst win rate at sub 45%. Might as well X this 2 here, right? So in case they have a +1/+1 spell. They could, like, phase this out or something in response, I suppose. But feels like they're probably playing the Connive card with a bunch of protection spells in their deck. There was a content creator complaining their MTGO load of $1,500 on their account isn't enough. LOL. Thanks, EMPJ. Yeah, they sent us a really nice backdrop. Okay, so they could go grab the give this 2/1 counters and vigilance card for 3 mana out of the board. Or they could have something else there that's better. I guess if they have untapped land, they could also get the draw spell. Yeah, teachings. Are we in danger? Maybe? Please let them play around Emperor. This card's great, chat. This card is so sweet. I'm not playing around haste in their deck, right? Just want to start attacking them, I think.
I bring order to broken. You deal with this annoyance.
Definitely attacking with this. Maybe I should have let on Nullpriest so I could hold up Wandering Emperor this turn. Definitely want to play a land. I think we just play out another one of these. Draw some more cards. Well, couple of cards. Yeah, well, I could have played around drawing that, is what I'm saying. Getting the win in this matchup game 1 seems huge because we get a lot of good tools in the post-board games here. Definitely a kill all the things matchup. Nullpriest was fine there, but I think it comes out in this matchup, huh? It's like you have these cheap spot removals. I think Evelyn, Welcoming Vampire, and Sorin are probably plenty. Do I want Valorous Stance? Their deck does make things bigger, right? Is Meathook Massacre actually not good here? Is it like not 4 of good? They're a Spell Pierce deck, right? And they grow their creatures bigger? GM Miller, thanks for the 50 months. Welcome back, appreciate it. Yeah, I think this might be a Stance is better than Meathook game. Board like this. Like a couple of Meathooks seem fine. We'll get something with that on occasion. But between Spell Pierce or the things getting bigger, I think our spot removal is probably better here. something like that, Breadboxer. Hey, Birchley, thank you for the 14 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. This is almost assuredly a land, right? Friend. So long, farewell. I'll see you and good day. There might be merit to just taking this off the board. We could get punished for this, but I'd kind of like to Evelyn with Welcoming Vampire this next turn. Security Bypass seems like a good card. Okay, now I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to go ahead and kill this. Well, it's not a Security Bypass. This phases out any creature, including ones my opponents control. Carrington, our 73rd Shillionaire. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for watching a bunch over the last year and more. Let's make sure that trickle-down economy stays in action. Remember, you can submit a deck using the forum on my site as always, and you can tag me in Discord, or DM me in Discord to get your special roll there. Sound of Science! Thank you for the 29 months. Welcome back. Avocado posts are great, Tobias. Start here. To draw a card with Welcoming Vampires. I assume they have some kind of protection spell here. Putting a stop on my opponent's upkeep here so we can try and Vanishing Verse this after it's no longer hexproof, but before they draw for the turn. I'll slip this out the back, I think. It's gone for a turn cycle here. Hey, third time's the charm, right? Goodbye, friends. This is a really good 1-2 punch, chat. It's just so many cards. Oh man, am I about to die to fly? If we die to fly here, I deserve it. I should have been playing around that. They're trying to figure out if they can attack. So if I fire up Hive of the Eye Tyrant, that's 9, and then I can cast Meathook Massacre for X's 2 to kill my Skyclave and kill them, right? Quick maths. It's not misclick, huh? Then chat, don't judge me. It is a Meathook Massacre world, and I am just living in it, okay? It's a Meathook Massacre world, and we're all just living in it. Oh, I could have also just cast Evelyn. No, I was a mana short. I only had 4 left over. Don't worry, chat. Meathook Massacre is fine. That's why it wasn't nerfed. It wasn't. Now, we had alchemy changes yesterday, chat. Everything that wasn't nerfed in alchemy yesterday, they think is fine. Pay no attention to the Meathook behind the curtain. It's my emotional support massacre.
I've got all kinds of connections.
Hagra Mauling is definitely better than it used to be in this new format. It is frequently just murder lands.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
I'm busy. I am interested to see how our deck lines up into this Esper deck, though.
Get out of my way!
Now this is a juicy secret.
Their archetype is definitely one of the better ones in this format. Alright, so their Wandering Emperor is going to -2 and exile my Vampire token. Well, then Skyclave Apparition exile their Kaido.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Do I do that?
This is what you get for hurting my...
Yeah, Hagra Mauling saw play even with more basics in the format. It's fine. It's obviously better when it costs 3, but... So this will give them a window to... Let's do this so they can't exile my Skyclave. This will give them a window to plus their Wandering Emperor and then kill my Sorin, but I'll be able to trade for their Planeswalkers in these exchanges too, so that's fine.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Know that I will not abandon my...
And they like play Sorin and down tick here, I can Hagra Mauling their blocker and then KO their Emperor.
I bring order.
That still leaves them with a Planeswalker in play though, so we're a little bit behind at the moment. Definitely killing the Emperor instead of the Sorin because I just have another Sorin in hand.
My ways are not for the weak.
You have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant that can fire up and crack their Planeswalker here. Definitely one of the upsides to being our deck over theirs is that our deck gets to play creature lands. And apologies, now that they played all those out, we can fire up Cave of the Frost Dragon actually and fly over the top.
I won't let this be over.
We did beat Yellow Hat decisively. Gabe was playing a not Meathook Massacre deck, so... Sometimes you lose at deck registration. Speaking of losing at deck registration, there's a good chance our deck's a worse version of what the opponent's playing, so. Ah, Gabriel's playing viewer decks. My sympathies.
To quell my savagery.
That explains the quality of the deck he was playing.
Fair trade.
I would say no offense to you, Twitch chat, but much offense to you. You people only ever send in trash.
Darkness, I return.
Am I dead? Feels like it. Wow, they actually just discarded 4 lands. Holy crap.
I'm not overconfident. Yes, defender. You are not much of a roadblock.
Am I on a green screen life? Does this look green to you, chat? You should double check your eyes if my background looks green.
Try not to.
It's purple or perhaps blue, but definitely not green. Alright, they have 2 spells to discard, we're dead. Well, I guess not if they don't block my flyer. They have 3 spells to discard me die now, though. Oh, I forgot about that. Quick maths. This Esper deck really seems like one of the best things in the format. It is the second most popular deck on Untapped, and it has one of the highest win rates on Untapped. It is very, very good. Stance and Ray in for sure. Extra Vanishing Verse in, Fracture in. Edgar seems a little slow and clunky. Not sure I love Skyclave here either. Tagging their Planeswalkers with Skyclave is like not a super exciting proposition. Maybe I actually want to check for traps. They probably have counter spells post board, huh? Let's try this. Oh, chat! This evening, after my kids get home from school, Christy's taking all 3 of them up to Chicago to visit my mother-in-law for the weekend. So I'm gonna be home alone with just my thoughts for the first time in... When did COVID start? Even before that. It's been a while, chat. So basically what I'm trying to say is we're probably going to stream late today. 48 hours. Well, I am. So part of the reason I'm not going with them up to Chicago is because Saturday, Sunday is the Pokemon broadcast. So part of the reason she took this opportunity to go to is because that way the kids aren't around while I'm broadcasting. Are Christie's family conservatives too? All right. I'm going to answer your question with an anecdote. At one point during the 2020 election cycle, my mother-in-law told Christy that she had finally found an unbiased news channel. It was OAN. Oh, man. I wish I was lying to you.
May your blade strike true.
I finished that sentence in my head before you did. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Evelyn lines up really well into their removal, huh? It does. She doesn't get Skyclaved and she doesn't get Vanishing Verse, he says before getting Valorous Stanced. Okay, so we Hagra Mauling the Skyclave, we Evelyn the Emperor. The cards that Evelyn exiles are face up. All cards that are exiled face up unless explicitly stated they are face down.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will.
For what it's worth, chat,
You. Deal.
I think it's important to understand, why is this attacking me? Oh, they're gonna get another token for wedding announcement. What am I vanishing versing here? Is it Sorin? I think it's Sorin. Cause I can't kill Sorin with the Hive because they have Vanishing Verse face up. I think it's important that I take away their card that's drawing a card every turn, chat. Unbiased news sources don't exist, chat. Humans are biased creatures, and we all have the things that we say and do influenced by our background and our personal experiences. The key to getting good information is not thinking that the source you're getting information from is unbiased. It's understanding the lived experiences or the context in which the information is being presented. Yeah. Elspeth and the Venture Deck's a good shout. Yeah, it's definitely one worth trying.
I take no joy. You fight for me now.
Sag. Sorin's downtick drawing 2 cards instead of his uptick drawing 1 is pretty good. I can't cycle from exile, so might as well just play the land out.
Be brave.
Jeff is my new source, God help us.
Over.
Oh man, Evelyn even makes the abandoned Mire cheaper. Unfortunately, the Malevolent Hermit means that I can't really cast it this turn. I think this one's slipping away from us.
Let's do this together.
I guess I can draw a Meathook next turn. Even that doesn't really do it with Hermit though, right? Like a spell pierce in hand? They just for like want another flyer to cast.
Out of my way. I have a way.
Neither of those were the Ray of Enfeeblement I wanted for Christmas. Am I dead on board? Yeah. If we had Ray of Enfeeblement there, we could have killed this, and then do we still die? We block here. Yeah, we still end up taking exactly lethal. Unfortunate. Took over a minute to find a match, chat. Dead game. Cat. I kept a 5-spell. I kept a 5-spell, 5-land hand. We had 10 cards. It was fine.
I don't need respect. You work for me now, Runt. Go ahead. Plead for mercy. My revenge will be cruel and painful. Your punishment is my entertainment.
Letting this drain us. It's close though. We'll go ahead and exile Fable the Mirror Breaker here. And then we're actually going to go ahead and play out a land here because Edgar means that Eiganjo only costs me 2 to channel this turn. Ray of Oblivion is a beating. We just abandoned Mire here, right? Teaching Godly, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. So we get to grab a Nullpriest and have an Edgar too. Love it. Card seems sweet. This card's been good. Having ways to gain some life consistently. It's felt good in the Meathook Massacre format as well. I assume this is getting raided into Oblivion again, but it came with a 2/1 lifelinker, so we take those. We've had 0 Evelyns in the top 18 cards of our deck. We've had 0 Evelyns, 0 Sorin, 0 Wandering Emperors. Which is kind of big sad. Ask and you shall receive, Chip. Second wedding announcement is pretty punishing for ditching the Meathook.
Run away. Guards, to me.
I'm taking the one that hasn't done its thing yet.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
That's funny. I was just thinking to myself too as I cast that. Well, if they have Wandering Emperor, they can't cast it. Because they're missing second white.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I think I just want to be aggressive here. It's close though. I want to get life gain in with these two before they can like peel a Meathook and Meathook them for one, basically. Things that their Wandering Emperor doesn't exile. My Vigilance token. I think I am okay with them spending their Emperor turn exiling my Cave of the Frost Dragon. They don't have anything else to do with my mana this turn anyways.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. You're done.
Yeah, First Strike makes their blocks not great.
We've got the edge in this fight.
That's a real choice. I think I gotta start going down with my Emperor now, right? I'm yelling timber. Do 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 do.
May your
Do
blades
do do do. Do 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 do. I think we're chilling. I think we're chilling. Our card advantage is coming together. Love it when a plan comes together, chat. The smooth jazz on this board is so good. Billiam, thank you for the 26 months of support. I really appreciate the prime. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
I have got new moves to teach you.
That makes a lot more sense.
Back to wandering. Keep watch for intruders.
I think a 4-mana thing under Skyclave is not necessarily great. Watch them draw Wandering Emperor for the turn. So I've taken the wedding announcement. I don't know. Should I? Why? I'm still in a pretty bad spot regardless of what I take, right? I mean, getting rid of their thing that could threaten to exile my board and continues. Like, this is making their board bigger, but this adds presence to their board every single turn. Oh my fucking god. Magic is such a rancid pit state of a game.
This fight. I guess that's that.
Why did they take? We'll never know. I'm ready for another. Don't put that. I mean, if they draw another, it'll be their fourth, because we exiled one earlier. They were jumping up with joy and spilled their drink. Probably accurate. Call. What did they draw? Because they didn't just immediately cycle with the blood token, so they have a play here. Oh, they basically drew Wandering Emperor, chat. They basically drew Wandering Emperor. It's 8 mana Wandering Emperor, but still Wandering Emperor. Oh, they're debating on if they want Ob Nixilis. They might just want Ob Nixilis. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Fair is fair, chat.
Of morality. Go ahead. All that matters by coin power or carnage. Tribute is owed.
Like a 5th land in a row for us. It's also worth noting, chat, for people that really weren't taking track of how badly we got railed this game, our Evelyn drew 2 lands also. So some of you at home think that you're unlucky, but you'll never be flood off 2 decks simultaneously unlucky. It takes a special type of skill to get to the level that I'm at. You can one day maybe hope to achieve it. Maybe. Work hard. I believe in you. A very special skill set. Not only did we flood, but they hit running planeswalkers for like 4 turns in a row. Farewell to exile their enchantments. Maybe Farewell's supposed to come in against any wedding announcement deck. I can see that. I didn't bring it in because they have a bunch of planeswalkers that it doesn't hit. But wedding announcement could be oh, hold on. One second, chat. I want to stand up, but my my studio lights are in the way. Moment. I have a couple of studio lights that I don't use while I'm just streaming every day because they're very bright and burn my eyes out. But they do give better lighting, so I'll have them on for the broadcast this weekend. Set up behind me. Yeah, see, chat, you can see some small wrinkle imperfections along the top. It's not a green screen, it's real. Many doubted that a lowly gifted sub like myself would last 2.5 years, but I've proven I have what it takes. The guts to ask stupid, read the flipping card questions, and the determinations to take as many 10-minute breaks as possible, and most importantly, $5 a month of disposable income. God bless Hero. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, we cut the hair for the weekend too, Chip. Hey, speaking of gift subs, BTYish. Thanks for the sub-gifties. Happy Friday. I really appreciate the support.
Violence is necessary to set things right. I bring my own army.
How's Tanner going? It's alright. It's a Meathook Massacre world, and the rest of us are living in it. Greatness at any cost, Jep.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
If I'm being completely honest, after the set we've played this morning, I'm thinking we might be an all Explorer stream next week. We're gonna play a couple Explorer decks after the standard deck is done. Yeah, I'm kinda over Meathook Massacre being involved in almost every match.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Someone asked earlier when we were gonna go back to doing variety stuff. Monday morning. We're gonna start with Tomb Raider.
Envy the strong, for they can.
We're gonna go back to hour and a half, 2 hours of variety in the morning, 2 Magic decks, Pokemon Unite. Like we're doing for a little bit there.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
So, unfortunately, we don't get to kill Lulth here, because she's gonna gain 2 loyalty, but... Dine Online, thank you for the 7 months, welcome back. Appreciate it.
Do you not love me?
Come to Historic Brawl where we have cookies. You only have to beat 1 Meathook Massacre per deck. If I'm being completely honest, the volume of all blue-based counterspell decks in Historic Brawl has kind of left me middling on that format. I really don't understand people's desire to play decks like that in a format that's supposed to be casual, but I feel like I have to auto-concede too many matchups because they're just not enjoyable. And that's on top of Historic Brawl not being particularly popular as far as content metrics are concerned. No, I don't expect there to be another Brawl queue. I'm actually discarding Skyclave Apparition here. I don't think I can afford to lose life. It's not doing a whole lot anyways.
Plead for mercy.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna kill their 1/1 here. I probably should have killed in response side than the 2 life gain. They have a Vanishing Verse as one of their last cards in hand. They have a Ray of Oblivion. Yikes.
Excuse my sudden egress.
Okay, so I get to clean out 2 of their 3 planeswalkers here at least.
And I, the generous one.
Then we have Evelyn left over as gas in the tank. No, this is at 4 now. Crap. Alright, I guess we do this. We get to take the Ray of Oblivion out of their bin. These are still just like killing us very quickly though.
defy me.
I have to just
and
lose
you
4 here.
lose everything. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
I don't know how we live from here. I guess that's one way. Gives us an answer to one of these epics lists. Yeah, it's gonna be my last match of standard. We're gonna see if we can scrape this out, but I assume we're done.
Think you're some big hero.
They chose not to discard any cards. Good chat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm off of standard while Meathook Massacre is what it is, chat. This format is just completely unsatisfying to brew in. Attacking and blocking is not great. The random, even a deck like this where we tried to brew with Meathook Massacre just feels significantly worse than the kind of established Mardu and Esper variations. Evelyn's kind of a neat card. Maybe we'll poke at her and explore her at some point, but this is the last standard submission in the queue, and unless someone pays me money, I'm not going to play this format of my own volition again.